Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 9th episode of Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. We have a great show lined up for you today, and we have a special guest. Finally, we have Invader Gaming. Invader, would you like to say hello to everybody?
Hey everyone, and hey, thanks for having me on. It's been a long freaking time, and I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yay! Thanks for joining us. And then we have the usual suspects. We have Xbot, Stick Figure, and Yoshida, also known as Supersonic. So,
Good morning, everybody. I hate and love you at the same time. I'm schizophrenic.
Oh snaps! Isn't my name like Ponybot Fo K8 now?
Yeah, actually it is. I'm sorry. I introduced you wrong. So Yoshida said good morning, then Ponybot said good morning. I feel like there's some crazy vibes in the air right now. Stick, why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, I just thought it was Ponybot checkerboard something. I don't know, but anyway, that's cool. How you going, everyone? Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Chat.
Totally. Everybody is awesome that has joined us this morning, and everybody who will join us is also awesome. And everybody who doesn't join us, they're awesome too, just not as awesome. But
it's awesome. Remember,
awesome for everybody.
I'm very.
That song's gonna be stuck in my head all day now.
You guys get all your chatter out. Go for it.
Well,
Silence.
As soon as you said go ahead and talk, everybody was like cricket, cricket, cricket.
So I just want to shout out Mr. Midlife Crisis. He hit 1,000 followers. That's super awesome. And yeah, that's awesome.
Congrats, dude.
Thank you. I was looking for the sound and I lost it. What's up, Rob Dark? Dirty J got to catch us live. Hello. Why so serious? Mr. Midlife Sobski. Who else is here? I know I saw Inferno from Four Guys with Quarters in the chat there. A lot of awesome people. Sean
I see a new name. Fisper? I don't think I've ever seen that name.
Yeah, that's a new one.
Hello, Fisper. I don't know why I had an accent when I said hello. But
welcome to the fam, Fisper.
Welcome to the show.
And hello, Graphics God in the chat. I remember when you threw that damn shoe at me. I won't forget that.
I didn't even see Graphic God there. When did he sneak in? Hey, good morning, Alan.
Hey, I always spelled serious wrong.
Graphic God was supposed to join the show today. Unfortunately, he could not make it. So we're a little sad. We're crying and all that good shit with our coffee cups in hand.
I'm sitting on a pile of Kleenex with all my tears on it. I swear, right now. But yo, Graphics God, man, he's forever working hard on designs and stuff for other people. And I love what he's doing now with starting up that whole because we're getting the custom picks and stuff on Xbox One, and he's starting it like a dedicated website to where I guess you could do the designs. Like he'll create the designs and the custom picks, and you'll be able to deal with him on getting some really cool designs for your custom pictures on Xbox One. So that's really cool.
Getting mine.
I want a Yoshida head.
No Yoshida head for you.
Well, don't forget to check out his Patreon too.
Yeah, definitely. His info is actually, I don't think I have his Patreon info, but he is under the episode guest list down at the bottom. You guys can find his Twitter, his Redbubble there. Yeah. And then his Patreon is linked to his Twitter account.
I do want to point out the infos. If you guys check it out, O-Snaps did a crazy job. It looks like super professional and super cool.
Oh, where? Down at the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
See all that? That's
you got emojis.
Yeah, I was being creative today.
Yeah.
Extra coffee.
Yeah. Lots of coffee.
I think we're on like our third pot right now.
No, it's like the fourth pot.
That's because you have a barrel for a coffee mug. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness. She steals all the coffee, guys.
What are you gonna do?
Good lady.
Yep. I try.
Coffee makes it work around, but I hate it.
So I did share the XboxGamerPicks.com link in the website, guys. You should go favorite it. Ding.
Nice. Coming soon.
Yeah, that's what you just said. Coming soon.
I look forward to seeing some awesome work from Jay.
That's intense. That'll be so cool to see his artwork up on Xbox on everyone's.
I mean, his artwork's everywhere else. It's all over Twitter, YouTube, and stuff like that. So Jay's definitely made a name for himself, and I think it'll do really well.
Hey,
Like,
graphic guy, we need a design. All right, what we need is a robot pony with Joy Cons for ears. All right, that's got to be a design.
Good
The
morning,
neutral,
chicken
King
spaghetti.
neutral.
Pony bod in the house.
Is it just the pictures? Or they said something about you might be able to do like the background of clubs and stuff too, and spice that up. some?
Yeah, I heard that.
That would be nice because I don't like the pictures
That'd
that
be
they
good.
currently have.
Man,
Well,
Yeah,
guys,
more customization is always good.
Yo, shout out to Four Guys with Quarters and Inferno. I believe Inferno's in the chat right now, but they found ways to kind of like promote Four Guys, and they have like pictures from the PC, and they actually bring it over into Xbox Live and they share it in like clubs and stuff like that. So, you know, possibly
Ah, okay.
you might be able to do that right now. If that all registers well, you might be able to use like a custom picture for a club background now. But they found ways to actually take pictures that you do in like paint.net and Photoshop and stuff, and actually bring it over onto Xbox Live and onto like the console space.
the background.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I love that show.
Awesome. Figure that out and set it up for me, please. Thank you.
Oh goodness.
I want lots of coffee.
Chicken spaghetti's just joined.
Coffee.
Got a
Casual.
pot brewing just for you, Mel.
Awesome. I need more always.
Chicken
So-
is king of the game preview.
What's up, Dad?
I just got an
Nice.
update today. Like I have 2 Xbox Ones, and one is in that highest preview member that you can get. Then one is like totally not in the preview thing. So I got my second update today on my second Xbox. It was weird going back and forth from one that's in preview and one that's not because the dashboards were different. So it's kind of nice to have them both on the same page now.
That's got to be confusing.
Which one do you like more? Do you like the new update?
I didn't at first, but I'm getting used to it, and I do like it a lot better. I hated that double click thing to get to anything because I would always screw it up. And yeah, I definitely like it more. Like it took me a little bit, but I definitely like it more for sure.
You know what I like? Like once you get started with it, with the new update and everything, you never have to go back to your home screen. Everything is in that guide that pops up on your left-hand side. Like the store, my games and apps, your recently played games, your pins, everything is like right there for you, and you never have to go back to home. That's kind of crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
sounds good.
convenient.
Yeah, the convenience. That sounds really awesome. I can't wait to check that out.
I like the double click thing.
I hated that. Why do you like that?
I don't know. It was something I got used to. So now I'm like still double tapping and I'm like, I forgot what to do and it annoys me. But guys, we are going to get into our conversation today. Start digging in with what games you've played this week. So since Invader is our guest, Invader, would you like to go ahead and start the show with what games you've played this week?
I would love to. Well, currently I've been playing an indie game called Fortified. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it. It's like it's like a tower defense game set up in like the 1950s era of like alien invasion science fiction kind of stuff. So of course I'd like that.
Yeah, as I say, it fits you well then.
Otherwise, I've just been playing in and out of a few other games like Forza Horizon 3. I was playing a bit last night. Fallout 4. A few others. Just kind of in and out of a few games right now. Trying to finish up a few
Awesome.
indie.
For Fortified, is that on Xbox One?
Yeah, it's on Xbox One.
Is it like a free to play or what's the price?
No, I got it on sale a few months ago. I think it's I forget the exact price. I want to say actually I you know what? I can't even remember the price. I know it's below 20.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Just curious, but I know a lot of people that like the tower defense type game, so you know it's something that I might check out too. And can you play online with your friends?
Yeah, I think there's like a co-op as well.
Cool.
You can either do it solo or co-op.
Have you ever played Defense Grid?
Yes.
I love that. I like tower defense games too. That's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
tower defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like a nice. I don't know. To me, they're just relaxing. I like them. They're
Change of pace type game.
yeah. They're very strategic. That's what I like about them.
Yeah.
Very
they're
nice,
good.
very nice.
They are
The only-
relaxing too.
The only tower defense game I really got into was Plants vs Zombies. I don't know what it was. I played Defense Grid and stuff like that. I think Plants vs Zombies, just having that whole cartoony nature and all the different like zombies and stuff like that. I think I don't know. PopCap did a great job with that game.
Orcs.
Oh,
Orc-
yeah.
Orcs Must Die is a good tower defense too. I love that game too. Wait, what's this? We Happy Few update Chicken Spaghetti is talking about in the chat.
No. I cried baby tears.
I haven't popped We Happy Few on in a while, so I don't even know. I'm not
definitely.
really up to
Definitely
date.
gotta get back into that, man.
I don't know. Maybe
I could do
Chicken
some
can tell us a
bashing.
little about it. That would be super.
You said Forza too, did you, Invader? You've been playing Forza? Did you
Yeah,
say?
I was playing a bit of Forza Horizon
Blizzard.
3 last night as well.
There's Blizzard Island's on sale, I think, at the moment.
I'm considering pulling the trigger on that. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet sale.
Yo,
Yeah.
Blizzard Mountain is
Oh,
insane.
Blizzard Mountain, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all. I don't even know.
Mountain
I heard
Island,
Blizzard, but to feel the change in physics because you have the snow and the ice and everything like that, like Playground in Turn 10, they did an incredible job. Like with that DLC, it feels like a new game. It's insane, dude.
I didn't get to
Yeah,
play that
getting that
much.
Mm.
We should be getting that second expansion announcement pretty soon, shouldn't we? If E3's coming up.
Tasmania.
That'd
Man,
be pretty
nah,
sweet. Yeah.
They should have you hit an airplane and go to like the southern United States, Everglades and stuff like that. That'd be cool. That's what I want, man.
Well,
Giving Australia ass.
Chicken said they're adding a new island to We Happy Few. So that's pretty cool. I need to go back to that game. I need more time today. All right, Stick, what have you been up to? What have you been playing?
Oh, man. I'm going to be the casual today, so I've been playing a lot. Yeah, I've been playing everything. I've been working. I've been getting home too tired to play video games.
I hear that. You're a busy man.
Someone played the violins. So yeah, I'm the casual guy today. I played a bit of Mass Effect 2 because I've been playing that. So, but not a lot, like I've basically done nothing. But yeah, I've been playing that Mass Effect 2. I'm going to get into the whole Mass Effect, craze. And I'm starting from number 2, so I'm going to work my way up till it's
You
on
haven't
sale.
played Andromeda yet, right?
No, I got the 10-hour free pass, but I'm going to play it. So I'm going to wait till it's on sale. So by the time I finish Mass Effect 2 and 3, I figure it might be half price.
2's pretty freaking awesome. So
It's pretty good, man. I'm enjoying it. It's really good. Just
I
the
need to
story
try
and
that.
everything. Well, it's free on EA Access. So if you got EA Access, it's free.
Nope,
so
no more. It ran out.
ooh, just get it
That's
for
pretty
$5.
generous, a 10-hour trial. That's pretty awesome. I miss game demos, man. There used to be game demos on everything.
Man. Bring back
Yeah.
game demos. That
The good
Oh,
old
good.
days.
Make
Wow, we sound so depressed right now.
it sound like ancient, man. Oh, the good old days when we had demos for everything. But yeah, the 360, man, they really killed it. Like back in the day with all the demos for the different games and stuff. Caused me to spend a lot of money just playing the demos. Like, damn, like I got to get this and I got to get that. But so yeah, they should definitely do more of the demos, man.
Yeah, there's demos on everything, even the arcade games we had demos on, and
oh yeah.
now it's like few and far between.
Yeah. What are you gonna do though? Stick, anything else
Rental.
you've been playing other than Mass? No?
Nah, not really. No, that's about it. So
Still
yeah, I haven't been playing a lot
casual.
at all. I got yeah, I am a casual. So yeah, pretty much every week, but no. That's why I'm on this podcast. That's why you got me on, because I'm a casual.
Yeah.
Casual figure.
Listen, I don't get to play a lot. You guys know that. I'm always busy too. So it sucks when, like, let's say you go to work and all you think about is playing fucking video games, and then boom, you get
home.
home and you're exhausted.
You're tired. They're actually exhausting, especially some of the games like I've been playing Halo Wars, and that's really exhausting. You're playing multiplayer on that, and you got to be concentrating. It's like having a second job playing that game, you know. So you got to be watching all over the map and making sure you're building things at the right time, and you know, controlling all your units and shit. Man, that game is really exhausting.
I haven't played that.
For me, anyway. For me.
Yep. Play the campaign on heroic. Yeah, that can be pretty exhausting.
Yeah, well, at least on the campaign, it's a little bit more sort of, it's, you know, linear, I suppose. But when you're playing multiplayer, there's shit going on everywhere, you know.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Supersonic, would you like to let everybody know what you've been playing this week? Oh boy.
Play No Man's Sky Part 2-3. The Revenge of Sean Murray.
And how is that going?
I got a long list, actually. Like 5-minute list. First, I've been playing Project Spark, and we are still doing the contest for Project Spark, and the deadline is June 1st for a free game. If you want details, go into the Project Spark Team Club and check it out. Oh my God, I actually went to my mom's house through her garage, and then I found my old Panasonic 3DO gaming console.
Oh, goodness.
The most overpriced console ever in history. So I popped in Dragon's Lair and Way of the Warrior and Death Trap or whatever that's called. And that was kind of a retro flashback.
Nice.
I tried that Paladin game, and it's, I don't know, it's like an Overwatch ripoff pretty much. That's what it looks like to me. And Halo 5 and Beast Wars.
What's Beast Wars?
Isn't that the name of
No. Gang Beasts, sir.
Gang Beast.
Gang Beast Wars.
Where you gotta
Beast
unlock the
Wars.
comb over character. That is the man right there.
I was trying to unlock people. I don't know how to do it, but that game's funny.
That's why it's my most anticipated game.
Man, I've been
a console.
I've been sharing videos of that on Twitter and everything. Yo, it's even good to play when you're drunk. You could do drunk gaming and stuff that.
That's definitely a drunk gaming. That's a good streaming game too, because I don't know, it's just funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, if you have the right crew, it's gonna be really sick. Anything else you've been playing?
Lots of just retro games on Launchbox. That's my favorite app ever created, I think.
Yeah, awesome.
I put all your old arcade games and Nintendo and Sega and all that stuff in one place, and it's just easy to access. The guy who's making it is a genius, so check out Launchbox, Google it or whatever. It's freaking awesome. Then you can stream it to your Xbox One. That's what I do.
Very cool. Hopefully it's not taking any money away from other people, you know.
Don't care about that. I love money, but all the money goes to Yoshida.
Yoshida loves money.
Yes, and when we do PS Now games with PS4, just stream them to your Xbox One. We have no exclusives anymore.
Guys, I got to interrupt you just real quick. The Xbox Pope has entered the chat, everybody. Just want to let everybody know that.
Ooh, he was on Doug last night too, man.
Oh, nice. He's everywhere.
It's the Pope, man.
Xbox.
What's up?
You want to let everybody know what you've been playing?
Oh my goodness. Let's see if I could get every game. Let's see. I played a little Twisted Metal Black. We picked it up on the PS4. There was a sale.
Oh wow, love that game.
I've never played it, so you can imagine. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No, I was gonna say I'm gonna steal O Snap's thunder and just let everybody know she kicked my ass in that game horribly.
Yeah, I definitely fucked his shit up, and I think I didn't blink the entire game, and my eyes were burning.
Oh yeah, just the feeling, because it's basically the same thing that you would have played on what was it? I forgot if it was. I think it was PS2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same way. You know what I'm saying? They just probably up-resed it a little bit. So going back and seeing how we used to play games and how they were presented, like my eyes, like I didn't blink. My eyes were like tearing and stuff like that playing the game, but we couldn't stop playing. We were like shooting each other with missiles and stuff like that. It was fun, but like I said, she whooped my ass.
Totally did.
What else? Snipper Clips, which is a really, really cool game for the Switch. It's really cool when you have like multiplayer, when you have like somebody else to play with, because you could just you can mess around with each other and snip the other character until they're nothing, and they just go poof and disappear and then come back.
So much fun, so annoying.
It's so annoying, but so much fun, yeah. I did a live stream last night of God of War 3 Remastered.
He's been waiting for that moment.
All right, now check this out, guys. I never played a God of War before. I did not know how intense that game is. Within 5 minutes of God of War 3 Remastered, you already kill Poseidon. What would take 5 minutes actually took me like an hour, though, because I kept dying. But that game is incredibly intense. Like Kratos is just, I don't give a fuck. You murdered my wife, and I'm going all out. Like it's crazy. And so big shout out to everybody who checked out the stream. I know Invader was in there, dude. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Dude, it was a lot of fun. Now I got my audio and everything set up, because at first I was muted through the first like 3 minutes. But and then Rock Band. I played. I did a live stream of Rock Band this past Sunday, and everybody who joined, they want me to do it again. So it might be an every Sunday thing.
Yeah, you had a great response with that.
Oh my goodness!
Can I ask a question? Do you get, since they're real songs and everything, do you get YouTube strikes or anything from that?
I don't monetize those.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, my whole thing is like I'm about like content for my supporters, my followers, and if I could put something out there that me and my like subscribers enjoy, then the monetization is really kind of like a secondary thing. You know what I'm saying? If everybody likes it and I enjoy doing it, just it doesn't matter. So,
I didn't know if they just strike people anyway, and because
they'll strike you. They'll strike you, man, especially with music like that. Like,
even if you don't monetize, though.
If you don't monetize, you get something that says you can't monetize, which is like no problem. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't go against like your status. Okay. I know I've done quite a few music videos, like gameplay music videos and stuff like that. And when I do that, I take the monetization off, and they say something about it, but when I check my status on YouTube, it's all the way in the green when it comes to copyright claims and stuff. So
God, you and Mel should do Just Dance so we can all watch you do dance.
We can do that. We can actually.
No, we can.
Yes.
You should see. Oh man, you should see me with Just Dance. It's crazy. But that's actually
anyone in chat want to see Mel and Xbot dancing? Dance Central, type the number 1.
Well, you're not gonna see it, so I can't dance.
And Rock Band's really cool. Like the two new, like Rock Band and the new Guitar Hero. The new Guitar Hero, they really changed up like how you play the music and stuff like that. You have to earn plays and stuff to replay songs. So with Rock Band, I'm able to just go in and keep replaying songs and practicing and stuff like that. So it's the more traditional way, the way I was used to with like the 360 and stuff. Because we actually have both. We have both Guitar Hero Live, and now we have Rock Band 4. But I like that traditional where you could just go in and replay the songs as much as you want, and you don't have to think about plays and stuff like that. But it was a lot of fun. Xbox Pope was in there. Man, he was promoting me like crazy. He did an awesome graphic, and I guess that's what I'll be doing every Sunday.
We used to set up rock at the bar I worked at. We used to set up Rock Band on stage with all the huge PA system and all the lights and stuff, and it was fun, man. It was really fun. We had contests and stuff like that because there's karaoke and that stuff too.
Oh snaps! There are a lot of ones in the chat. I just want to say that. Right now.
You guys hate me. I can't believe this. Well, we know I'm down for karaoke. I can't sing for shit, but I'm definitely down for it.
We all seen your karaoke video.
It was awesome, right? Yeah.
Well, time to break out lips.
Good old lips.
I would like to. I will definitely do karaoke, but you won't see me dance.
Guys, when it comes to lips, I don't know if you checked out next podcast this past Saturday, but K Mega kind of issued this kind of like challenge to me. He says if Xbox One, if Phil Spencer decides to put lips on Xbox One, like K Mega will play me in Guitar Hero. He'll challenge me in Guitar Hero, but in return, I have to challenge him in lips. So,
oh my god, yes.
Like, I really want them to do this because, like, I know with Oh Snap's Karaoke, I wasn't singing that. I really don't get into Madonna, but I will go. I'll go hard on lips, and I'll beat Mega in both of those games. So mark my words, I will beat him in both of them.
Is lips like available for digital download?
I don't.
No, I don't think it is right now.
No, I don't think. I don't. But they can definitely do it because there are microphones with like Rock Band and stuff like that.
We have microphones.
Yeah, we have like 4 of them. Yeah.
All right, so can you finish what games you've played this week? Because we got
that's pretty much it, I think.
Little Big Planet.
Oh yeah, I've been going crazy in Little Big Planet. The customization is really freaking fun, and I love getting strangled by Oh Snaps while playing on the levels. So.
Yeah, I like to drag his ass around, and beat him with my cricket bat. Snipper Clips I played also. Splatoon 2, Test Fire, you forgot that one.
Oh, I forgot. I can't believe I forgot that. That game was so much fun. That
was super cool. I loved it. Drawful 2. I hate that game. I wish I could get a return.
Game's hilarious.
No, the game freaking hates me. Like, I never get voted for whatever the thumbs up shit is at the end.
That's an awesome game.
I've seen some of your pictures.
It was horrible, and I didn't understand. Like, I don't get the point system. Like, all right, if I guess the answer right, the person gets points, but like I wouldn't want them to get points. I would want the points. Like, I don't understand. And I didn't know we had to have 3 people. So like, let's say we're playing a game. Can someone join us that's not looking at the same screen, or will they be able to look at the screen? I don't know.
If they're in the room with you, but like
yeah, but that's it, right?
Yeah, just in the
room.
It's
so annoying.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's not online. Like, it'd be a fun online game.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was annoyed by that.
They should definitely make it because you have to put in that little code to play or whatever. They should definitely make it where you can kind of see what's going on the phone or the tablet, whatever you're using, as you go. So that would be a really cool kind of like streaming game because you could get like your audience involved. Whoever puts in the code first and fills up the room, they can come in and play as well. That would be cool.
Yes, and we need 1 versus 100 back.
Well, it was pretty fun watching Mel get frustrated.
Oh, I was getting so pissed off. I'm like, this is bullshit. And then I was getting all like the dumb things to draw, like a jungle lawyer. What the fuck?
Mad Skills got
jungle
that,
lawyer.
Mad Skills got that answer right. I have no idea.
I don't even remember what else, but we streamed it, and we're probably gonna do another stream of that this weekend with the 2 older kids at least. So I'm looking forward to that.
So be prepared for a Nyan cat drawing somewhere in there.
Yeah, it will have nothing to do with what it's telling you on the screen, but my son will draw it. And then I also played Twisted Metal, which you guys obviously know that, but that game was amazing. I've never played it before, and I was like, oh, the heavens opened up and sang. So I hope that game.
Old Twisted Metal?
The Twisted Metal Black. I don't know. It was on PlayStation 2, I guess, at one point.
2? Oh, yeah. I used to play that. That's a cool game.
I would like to see that game like redone and look good, and because it was really like the graphics
Forza 10.
Fucked up.
10 need to do a version of that game.
It would be so
we got those games on sale. I think it was only a couple bucks for Twisted Metal Black, and then
yeah, it was
the God of War 3 remastered.
$5.99.
Yeah, it was a $6 game. Like, I was like, what? That's amazing.
The most expensive thing that we purchased was that stupid Drawful game. But it was fun. I'm not going to say it wasn't fun, but I'm a terrible drawer. And I was like, I need an iPad, something bigger to draw on because I can't draw in this tiny little fucking area on my phone. clearly I'm a little angry about it. I think Xbox is. So yeah, guys, we are gonna move on. So games with gold this well, it's almost April. We got like what, a day or two left? I don't know how many days are.
Yes.
So we got 2 days left, and then we have the games with gold for April coming up. We have, what is it? Rise Son of Rome for Xbox One, and The Walking Dead Season 2 for the second half of April. And then for Xbox 360, Darksiders and Assassin's Creed Revelation. So what are you guys' thoughts on these games with gold this month?
Rise is awesome.
Yeah.
I like the choices a lot.
I'm sorry, what do you like a lot?
Oh no, I just like the game choices a lot. Like, you know, Rise is awesome. Even though like I've owned it since launch day, like everybody should just check it out and pick it up.
I've never played that, so I'm actually looking forward to trying that out.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God,
good.
I love them. You just go in a Coliseum and they just keep changing the scenery and stuff. It's so fun. Like,
Have you guys played the multiplayer on Rise?
That's that's a lot. That's what I was saying.
Sorry, man. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Dun dun dun.
Just kidding. Yeah,
I'm a
the
cheater.
Sticks the multiplayer is so fun, and
Have
that's
you-
why I'm glad they're releasing it to everyone for free, so the multiplayer people get on it more, because it's just really fun. I love it. It's good stuff, man.
See, I thought that was just like a story-driven medieval type of game or something. I've never paid attention
Yeah.
to it. I didn't know
Me
that
too.
there was multiplayer on there. So that's
Yeah,
See,
it's not
I've
too
got it.
bad.
I haven't played the multiplayer yet. I've only played the story mode. And everyone's told me, yeah, you got to play the multiplayer. So I've got to check it out one day.
I'll definitely check that out.
Maps and stuff, like all the Delk DLC. Do you get all that with it, or is it just
Bulk.
Probably not.
No, I think that's a separate like edition of it or whatever.
That's how they get you.
Nope.
They're like, hey, here you go, free game, but make sure you buy this DLC.
Well-
the Delk will be cheap though. I'm telling
Bulk.
everyone that not the skins, but the arenas are worth it because they're just so cool.
Yeah, they're pretty interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna say usually when the games with gold come out, they promote the DLC. They usually do some type of percentage off, have some type of sale or whatnot. So, you know, even if it's not included, you'll get it at a discount if you like the game. You know, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, Rise Son of Rome. This is such a good month to get an Xbox One, because you get that, and pretty soon you get what's that one Game Pass? Yeah, the Game Pass thing. You're gonna get so much with all of this, like, and then the other 3 games for gold. It's such a great month to get an Xbox One.
Well, I'm actually looking forward to the Assassin's Creed Revelations, which is going to be available from the 16th to the end of the month to download. But the thing is, when it comes to Assassin's Creed, I feel like once they got away from Desmond and Ezio, I feel like the franchise just went downhill from there. I liked Black Flag, though. I will say that. I liked Black Flag. I thought that was cool. But the other ones, to me, I thought they just kind of sped really quick in going into the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't really spend enough time kind of like in the distant past, and they kept bringing it, up closer and closer. And it just felt like the stories kept getting watered down. So I'm happy to actually go back to like Ezio and Desmond and that whole storyline.
Yeah, well, I know for myself, I kind of got like Assassin's Creeded out after Brotherhood. Like, I just played the crap out of it.
Oh yeah, that was a good game.
But I'd love to just finish up Ezio's storyline in Revelations. I am looking forward to picking that up, and even Darksiders, like, that's an amazing game.
Yeah, I haven't touched Darksiders yet, so I'm not sure. And that's a good thing with games with gold. And that's like some months people are like, these games suck. Why are they putting these on here and stuff like that? But they put out a variety that caters to every kind of like type of gamer. So there's going to be months where a lot of people say these games suck, but other ones are like, yo, this is fantastic and stuff like that. They gotta think about like kind of like every gamer, all the different people that are on the platform. and I think they do a good job of that, man.
Listen,
Yeah.
when everybody was
Yeah.
like raving about the games with gold for April, I was like, that's an April Fool's joke.
Yeah, I didn't believe it either. Like, I really didn't believe it because that's a good lineup for gold. That's really, really good.
Listen, there's games there that I haven't tried. Assassin's Creed, I get bored with entirely too easy. So I don't really play them anymore. For the Darksiders, though, that one caught my interest. In Rise of Rome, I didn't know it was multiplayer, and you guys know I prefer multiplayer, so I'll probably check that out. But the
Yeah.
Darksiders is what caught my attention the most because it was like 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and then, you know, it's a hack and slash, this, that, and the other. So it's like, that sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, it's like God of War. Like, it feels like you're playing a God of War game, actually. And I haven't played Part 1 Darksiders. I've just played 2, and I really like that. And don't forget The Walking Dead Season 2, which I already have.
I already forgot about that, man.
What's that,
I'm
Telltale
not a
game?
fan of the Walking Dead series. I don't care if you guys hate me for saying that. I'm just like the Telltale games. It doesn't, I don't know. I get bored with those too.
You know, oh snaps, I think I'm kind of with you on that. The first time we saw it with the first Walking Dead, it was something different, and you know, you made the choices and things kind of turned. It's just, I feel like Telltale has taken so many different names. Like, you know, you got Guardians of the Galaxy coming out, there's Batman, there's The Walking Dead, there's Game of Thrones. I think they just watered
Minecraft.
down. Yeah, they watered down their own kind of like unique game genre, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is good.
But sometimes you get in the mood to just kick back and kind of like watch this movie cartoon and interact with it. And
See, that's the problem though for me. I don't like to click a button to make a choice. I like to get involved with it because then I get really bored really easy. And that's the issue that I have with some of the PlayStation games. That's why I really couldn't complete the fuck was it called? The game with the zombies. The Last of Us. Like, I couldn't stay interested because I don't like clicking a button to be involved. I like doing things and just continuously doing things. If I'm like watching a little story, I get bored because if I wanted to do that, I'll watch a movie.
You know, oh snaps, that was funny because like I know Sonic and a bunch of our other friends, they're all like, oh, you got to get Until Dawn if you have PS4, and I'm trying to kind of be nice and tell them, like, you know, not for anything, interactive movies is not really oh snaps thing. You know what I'm saying? And Until Dawn is definitely an interactive movie. So I'm like, you might want
like $9 though right now. That's cheap
Noble
as hell.
Addiction says, Mel, no, we must protect Clementine. And then Why So Serious says, The Walking Dead is Walking Dead overall is boring. See, that's how I feel about it. You know, and at the same time, like, there's people who love it. So there's plenty of people protecting Clementine, whatever the hell her name is. And
protect the baby orange.
see, look, Triple Cup Chuck, he loves Walking Dead games. So that's pretty cool. I mean, there are so many people who do enjoy it. It's just, it's not for some people. And I'm one of those people who my attention span is like, you get 10 minutes. And if I'm not like fully enthralled, then I'm like, fuck it.
Here's the deal with Telltale games. You just wait like a couple months and they always release the first one free. So I advise people just wait that. Or
That's
wait
good
for
to know.
so you can just try it and see if you're into it. They always release the first episode free like 2 months later.
Nice. I do want to say, Noble Addiction, I don't know, oh snaps, he was in a meeting at work and he said he'll kind of come in if he gets out early. So I just want to give Noble Addiction a shout out and let people know that, you know, you should definitely check out his YouTube channel. Him and Jaded have some really, really cool stuff on his channel to check out.
Cool.
Yeah, they're awesome
Sweet.
couple, and they make some funny fucking videos. So
Couples therapy snipper clips.
Why So Serious said Neck 2, the Grand Theft Auto killer. That's funny.
Wow. If you
Knack
enjoy
too.
that, now you could go multiplayer.
Which did you see?
The game everybody's clamoring for. Knack
Mhm.
2.
Mario looks like Grand Theft Mario. God damn Mario.
I miss
He's in
Mario
Vice
games.
City now.
I'm
wait.
not too sure about this new Mario. I like being in kind of like the Mushroom Kingdom and stuff like that. For them to bring it to like New York City now, that's a little awkward to me. I don't know if you guys feel the
Yeah.
same way, but I'm like, oh man, can we stick with like the traditional kind of like cartoony, more mushroom kingdom world? I don't know.
Dude,
I
if I
have no
see
idea what
Mario
you're
go
talking
to
about, but it just sounds so wrong, man.
Well, I'm not sure if it's set entirely in that kind of a setting, but it's definitely different for Nintendo to go that route with Mario.
Definitely.
He's
that's
gonna
weird.
he's gonna rob cars. He's gonna go up to a car and vice Mario and pull out a chicken, smack her in the head, then take her car.
That sounds like fun.
So jump on her head.
I would definitely smash
Yeah, I
someone and
totally
take their
agree.
car.
You're like Koopa Land or wherever that is. Weird. How are you guys liking your Switch, by the way?
I mean, I can't wait for Splatoon 2. So that's really exciting game. I do want to stream some snipper clips because that game is super awesome and that was only $20. So right now, I mean, I love the Switch, but I haven't been able to play it much. And I do want to stream Nintendo stuff, but I know that there's an issue with streaming Nintendo stuff also. Like, you know, it's one of those things that I don't want to get the fuck is copyright strike, because I know like Xbox was telling me that you have to do it through Nintendo's. I don't know if I could do it like unmonetized. I'd be happy with that, but I don't know if they'll let me without copyright striking.
I got a strike from them a few days ago. They're like, you can put this video up, but we're taking half your money. I'm like, okay, I'll just leave it up.
Yeah, I mean that's not the thing. I just don't want my channel getting screwed up again, because like my last channel, I had I think it was 2 of them, but it was like not just like the slap on the wrist. It was like the strikes, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? But I need
Really?
I really wanted Zelda on the Switch because I love the Zelda game, and now one of the twins is really obsessed with the Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Wii. So it's like there's too much stuff to play, and there's so many consoles in the house that I don't know where to go, left, right, up, down. I'm just like, and then having time to play. But like I could take the Switch to work with me, but then I'm not going to get shit done, and I really don't feel like doing that. I don't want to get into that habit. You know what I'm saying?
Noble Addiction in the chat said he's gonna have a few videos up with Nintendo. He said, "Don't worry about the copyright strike." So I kind of trust his word, man. He knows what he's talking about with that stuff. So maybe we'll just have to kind of talk to him DM on Twitter or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, I'm definitely interested in putting Nintendo stuff out. I've just been a little scared to do that because I'm afraid of like getting hit and something happening to my
Just
channel.
Stream it on Twitch and Beam or whatever. I don't think you get in trouble for that.
No, I mean, I stream Zelda on there. I like to do it on YouTube. That's my preferred area, but I know I can do it on Twitch. It's just if I upload it to YouTube, am I going to have an issue?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah, and that's my. But we'll definitely talk, Noble. I appreciate the input. I definitely want to find out more about that. All right, guys, we are going to move on.
Shout out, happy birthday to Southbound yesterday. What a great
yeah,
time.
happy birthday, Southbound. I saw that on Facebook. I was like, I'll send you a belated thing later, and it'll be
What
double
did you
belated.
do? Yeah.
Good old South.
Yeah,
Yep.
I sent him a birthday.
MIA at the moment. I haven't seen.
That's because he's probably recovering from his birthday still.
No, like for like months. He's been
Well,
recovering
South
from his last
kind of
birthday.
does that, man. Because like, what happens is like, and me and him talk. Me and him are cool, but like every once in a while, like the gaming thing kind of takes over your life, and he's like, man, there's so much more to do out there. So he'll take a month or 2 off and go out and actually like experience life outside of gaming. He'll go out and do stuff, you know, and all that, and then he'll come back after a while. So
today is like our first spring day, and I'm like, what am I gonna play today? But I'm like, I want to go outside too.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult choice. All right, guys. So we are gonna continue on. Call of Duty going back to World War II. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I'm gonna start with Invader. Like, what are your thoughts? Do you think it'll do well?
Well, I think it will definitely like reinvigorate interest in the Call of Duty brand because it's going back. That, and I mean, I'd assume it would be, the whole boots on the ground thing and not the whole, Titan volley jumpy around the walls and stuff that people have been complaining about in Call of Duty nowadays.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's kind of annoying. But yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, people are like genuinely interested and excited to see it go back to its roots. I know,
That's awesome.
I know I am. To play and with the old weapons and such. And then you see the success that Battlefield 1 has had.
Do you think that's what kind of spawned the idea for them to go back? Because that had a really good
Reception.
response.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, because usually these games are like, because they would have been starting it up, 2-3 years ago, right? So they probably saw where Call of Duty was going, and then they're like, oh, well, this futuristic thing, we don't know if it's going to do well with the next couple of games. So as like a backup, they might have thought, oh, okay, we'll go back to World War II, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about the futuristic stuff myself. I get really annoyed because, like, I feel like the Call of Duty just goes way overboard with stuff. So I don't know. I get frustrated, but I'll hold my opinion. Stick, would you like to go next and let us know what you think about Call of Duty going back to World War II?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Infinite Warfare actually sold pretty well. There's a lot of, I think it's dropped off in sales compared to, there's been a slow decline with COD, but it is a fairly, I mean, maybe people are just getting over COD in general.
Yes,
but,
every year.
Yeah,
they're just
but
like,
it
hey, pump it out.
It's sold pretty well. COD in Infinite Warfare. Actually, shout out to Mega Bad, said he loves it, and he actually said that the campaign in Infinite Warfare was really good, and they've sort of spent a lot of time on the campaign, the single player campaign. So I'm hoping if they do a World War II version, they do a really good campaign. That'd be awesome, like going up the beaches and all that sort of stuff, and
Yeah, absolutely.
a really good. Yeah, and now the multiplayer, and yeah, unless they do some sort of alternate history thing, there won't be any sort of jumping around, which I'm really happy about, because I just hate. To be honest, the jumping around. I know you love Halo Xbox, but that's the reason I never really got into Halo, because, and I'll admit it, I'm probably just maybe not as good as some of you guys who can jump around and shoot me from fucking 30 feet up in the air and stuff, So.
I'm sorry, I had to, man. When you talk about Halo like that, my bad.
Yeah. So I was always boots on the ground. I love that, because I'm just like.
Did we just lose Stick again?
Possibly.
Xbox muted. Stick fell out the party.
Am I muted?
You were.
Oh, there he is.
Stick is back.
I don't know what's going on.
It's the kangaroo Illuminati, man. They tried to take.
I'm telling you.
It's that hurricane
here.
down there.
When it rains here, I don't know. It's like I'm on white, I'm on a hard line. But when it rains here, the internet goes weird. It's fucking Australia for you. Anyway. So I'm hoping good multiplayer again, good campaign. I'm happy about it. And maybe, like you said, because of Battlefield, they're going to try to
fly somewhere.
compete with that. What is that?
Shoot fly, don't bother me. Goddamn fly, get out of this damn room.
Shoot fly, don't bother me.
No,
I was
gonna
just thinking
kick your
that,
ass, you damn fly.
I thought I was.
So I think someone's making a phone call. So that's what it sounds like. Xbot, would
What's
you like
up?
to put in your input about the COD going back to World War II?
All right, I am going to play the card of the necessary evil right now. My whole thing, World War II. All right, boots on the ground, something that a lot of Call of Duty players want. Why do you have to go back to World War II, though? I think they milked it with their first few titles of Call of Duty. I know it's what made it popular, but why can't they go to and do like a few titles with the Vietnam War or something like that? That's more boots on the ground. It's not futuristic, and it brings you to a different locale. You have like the tropical climate and stuff like that, and
Yep.
it would bring to me a fresher twist to it. It would be, you know, kind of what the gamers want, but with that different environment and the different kind of like fighting tactics and stuff like that in terms of the story. So like, I'm glad they're going back to the more traditional sense, but I think they're just milking World War II
Europe.
so much that
They could go to the Pacific Islands.
they could do that. They could definitely.
Malaysia
I don't think they really did that, right? With the first few Call of Duties, they didn't really go. All right, so they could do that. But see, that's what now we're kind of like stretching for areas within that war for them to go to, where they have the Vietnam War, that entire thing, and they can really go into that. And if they want to make 3 Call of Duties about that, you know what I'm saying, that it's no problem. And it's given, you know, like I said, it's given the gamers what they want with the boots on the ground and stuff like that. I think when it comes to Activision Call of Duty, they could put anything in the gaming package, because the key demographic, the core demographic that buys Call of Duty is kind of like the 10 to 14-year-old boys. And they don't really they'll buy anything. You know what I'm saying? As long as it says Call of Duty, they'll buy anything. And I just wish they would upgrade kind of like the graphics engine and stuff like that. Start from the ground up, do something totally new, give it a fresh look, give it a fresh place, and keep that boots on the ground. And I just don't think they're going to do that. So I'm going to play Necessary Evil. I'm not necessarily like hyped up for it. I wish they would pick a different environment.
I like the Halo Storm COD Chemical Warfare. Sounds better than World War. That sounds amazing.
Is all this like totally confirmed from them? Like,
no, I don't think so, is it?
I thought I heard that a few developers actually chimed in and said that, yeah, it was actually a real thing.
All right, here's my opinion. Activision is a lot like Sony. We like to do a lot of smoke and mirrors and rip everyone off. We're not going to stop anytime soon, and neither is Activision. I love those assholes.
There you go.
My opinion is, I wanted Vietnam. Like I said this like a couple of years ago. I want Vietnam Call of Duty so bad, but I'm glad they're changing it up a little. And I don't know, if I would have like jump around everywhere, use thrusters and stuff, I would go play Titanfall. So I don't know. I'm kind of glad that they're going back. I want to see what they're going to do, and that's about it.
Well, you want to know what I think? I think that
Yep.
they should stop making fucking Call of Duty every year.
Thank you.
Really
I
fucking
agree.
time. Stop fucking making it every year.
I got like
There we go.
I have like 5 Call of Duty games. It's like freaking overkill. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Stop making so much, but fuck Activision. Can I get a hallelujah? Fuck Activision.
But you keep buying their
Hallelujah.
games.
Yeah, but you have like
I haven't given shit to Activision. I speak with my wallet.
That's me. I haven't bought the last 2 CODs.
Yeah, the last one I got was Ghosts.
Yeah, me too, I think.
Alan Roberts, he said it was Snap Call of Duty hip hop style Timberland boots on the ground. That is awesome.
That is amazing.
The way I look at it is they make too many games. Like they don't put enough time in developing like something new, something creative. They just pump out games, $60 a year, microtransaction, DLC, boots. Fucking boots are on my mind now. They're just cash grabbing all the time, and I feel like they need to take a couple of years, step back, and do something different. You know, we have games that have, you know, World War II, you know, just something different. You know what would even be cool? If they did like a apocalyptic style, but, you know, take their time with it. I'm fine with that. I love apocalyptic games. I want something new, something different. I don't want the fucking exo suits and bouncing off the walls. I don't want to fly. I don't want to go to space. I don't want to go back to World War II. I did enjoy those games, but I just want something unique. And
yeah, even a lot of the even a lot of the other modes that are included in Call of Duty games now, it's just like they like copy and paste the whole zombie thing as well.
Yeah, it's so cliche, and I don't want it.
The last 3 games felt the exact same. Like I don't know.
Have you guys played the last one, but Infinite Warfare? Because
I played with my son.
it got. You have, yeah.
A
I
little
haven't
bit.
played it, but like, from what I've heard, it got a lot of hate. But then they did try a few different things with the zombie.
The zombies
know,
part was, I think, the worst. Like, I was really interested in the whole 80s theme and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was cool, but it was just so much going on that it was overwhelming. And I was like, you know what, I'm done. It was just too much. You know, like zombies, like, are zombies, and there's no reason to have a fashion show and all this crazy shit going on during a zombie apocalypse.
Okay, because I haven't played
Really
it, so I'll
good
take your
zombie
word for
game,
it.
guys. That's
What
it.
engine do they use? I'm looking at Dirty's chat.
Well, isn't it Havoc? I could be mistaken.
Well, Havoc is
Yeah,
a
I think it's
physics
Havoc.
engine.
Yeah.
So like that only deals with physics. It doesn't deal with graphics.
Oh,
I knew yesterday, put it that way. It's escaping me right now. And what they do is every iteration, they try to retool the same engine. And
Yeah.
you can see it like in this the newest Call of Duty that came out. When you're staring at the screen when you're on your like home base ship or whatever, I just saw kind of like the low textured like screws and stuff like that around the paneling and stuff. And that doesn't usually mean a lot, but when they put a screen in your face and you know, and you have all this blurriness like around it, it does take away from the game. And I just feel like they need to just go back and kind of update everything from the ground up. I will say, I'm not a big Call of Duty person, but when OSNAP said kind of like a post-apocalyptic, like if you think like after a nuclear war and these factions or governments are still fighting and stuff like that, that would be really interesting. And it would be something that I would actually like to see. But again, with a rebuilt engine, you know what I'm saying?
I still want Vietnam Call of Duty. I think that'd be cool. And I forgot what else I was going to say. Oh, do you think they'll put Black Ops 2, like do the shiesty thing they did last year and put Black Ops 2 remastered with this one?
I heard they were gonna pair a remastered with the new Call of Duty as well. I think this is gonna be the new I guess
Cash grab.
Snatch Division is kind of like Activision's new name, like because they just try to snatch money. So
I like that. That's pretty good.
And then bring out a DLC maps for more expensive than they were originally on the 360.
oh boy.
I
Oh
totally
boy.
see it. They just did that.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
They did.
and see the thing is, this is in my opinion, with their key demographic being, like I said, the 10 to 14-year-old. And I'm not saying there's not older gamers that like Call of Duty, because I know there is. All right, but that's their focus right there. That's their key demographic. They can do whatever they want, and they know the game is going to sell because, you know, they built up the Call of Duty name to that point, and they focused on that demographic that every time a new Call of Duty comes out, that 10 to 14-year-old is just like, I want that. They don't even care what it's about. You know, it's the multiplayer. That's what they get in. So they kind of set themselves up in kind of like a genius manner to be assholes is what they did. All right, and
Kind of like PlayStation.
Ooh,
What do you think of that,
You're learning, stick figure.
Sorry, man.
But I love what OSNAP said about post-apocalyptic, because I just started seeing pictures. Can you see, like, you know, fighting in a New York City that's been kind of like completely crumbled, having the sky change a different color because there was kind of like a nuclear holocaust and stuff like that, and just have that different environment, and like that would be something I would actually might spark my interest in going in and checking a game like that out. I don't know. I just saw it when she said it. I don't know.
I just love World War II campaigns. I just want a really good campaign. Like, I wasn't happy with the Battlefield 1 campaign. I don't know about anyone else, but I wasn't impressed. But
It was okay. You know,
okay.
it wasn't like
the AI wasn't good enough for me.
I mean,
Or
I've
just
heard that
stupid.
it's so amazing, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
To each his own, right?
The Battlefield 1 campaign? You
Yeah,
see?
some people are like, that's the most amazing thing I've ever played. I'm like, really? I doubt that, but okay.
I
Yeah,
remember when,
Rand did a good.
when Newark first got it, man, he was like, that campaign though, and he was really
Yeah, it was
really
impressive at the start. Yeah, but as you got into it, it was good. It sort of just got a bit repetitive. Oh, it's what I mean, you're shooting Germans, aren't you? But it's just,
it has some nice moments, but
Yeah.
it's not like super great, or a lot of times there wasn't. There were some parts in the campaigns, the separate campaigns, where were just forgettable. Some of them were only like 1 or 2 chapters as well.
yeah.
yeah.
I haven't completed it either, but yeah.
Call of Duty out and Activision out. Fuck both of them.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
maybe they can come up with something new. Let's
Take a break.
protest for some apocalyptic stuff. So guys, we're gonna move on from this Call of Duty chat. I want to talk about the rumor of the PS4 Pro Slim with 4K Blu-ray coming possibly in 2017.
Everyone buy my PS4 Pro Slim
Yes.
cheeseburger with take away a couple burgers and smash the damn hamburger. Then you got a PS4 Pro Slim. I'm a fucking genius.
And there you
Can I
have
get some
it, guys.
Fry DLC with that?
And a side of fries and the damn shake. Just spill it on your PS4 because it overheats.
Well, I prefer onion rings, so I have to wait until 2018 for that one.
Ooh. Yoshida, can you confirm this?
Confirmed.
Awesome. There you go. Guys, there will be a PS4 Pro Slim 4K coming in 2017. Next.
Don't know about 4K. We're kind of late to the game. Checkerboards are my favorite. I love checkers so much. I'm going to go buy a checkerboard right now.
Okay, you have fun with that. I wish we had some checker sounds. Like it sounds like we're throwing checkers, but we don't.
King me.
Guys, yeah, and Vader, I would like to hear your opinion on this.
Well, it's definitely possible. I mean, they don't seem to mind doing like hardware revisions. Obviously, they've done a couple already.
Yeah.
I think it would make sense, especially to combat the Xbox Scorpio in the coming year. Especially, you look at the PS4 Pro now, and I could see them wanting to make it slimmer because it's not exactly a looker, in my opinion, either. It looks kind of fat. And not only that, to put a proper like 4K Blu-ray player in it as well.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. But I don't know. Will it actually do 4K though? Hopefully.
4K Blu-ray, you reckon?
Well, I know you would think that, yeah, but like who knows? Like, I do think that they will have some kind of hardware when the Xbox Scorpio releases, though. To be honest with you.
Well, I agree.
Damn consoles. That's confusing.
But do you guys think that there will be a PS5 if they do a PS4 Pro Slim? Because I hear rumors about PS5 and all that stuff.
They're just gonna confuse the shit out of everybody. Is what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Are they doing it just for a Blu-ray player?
That's it.
What are they doing?
Just the Blu-ray.
Yeah, like I was saying this when the PS4 Pro was first unveiled, because like me and Crap Gamer were talking, and Crap let me know that there was no UHD Blu-ray in the Pro, before it was unveiled, and I was like, man, that doesn't make any sense. And then I thought about kind of like Sony's practices, and I was like, damn, they have no problem coming out with a brand new SKU in about a year with the UHD Blu-ray in it. And the thing was, Sony didn't have their product line UHD player yet when the Pro came out. All right. So instead of going to another company and buying their disk drive or whatever, they waited until theirs was ready. So I can definitely see them coming out with the Pro Slim this year around the holiday. Now, the thing is, it's gonna do exactly what the Pro does, and it's just gonna have that UHD Blu-ray. And
Okay.
with the 1S already having that, I mean, you already have that option, you know, on a console. But I think Snap's question about the PlayStation 5, because all of a sudden, you know, a lot of Sony extremists, when they heard about the Scorpio and since, you know, it's getting closer for the Scorpio to unveil, they're starting to say, well, PlayStation 5 in like 2018 or 2019. And it's like, well, if you're coming out with another Pro, a Slim model Pro, you're not going to see a PlayStation 5, like if they make it at all, until about like maybe 2020. 2021. That would make more business sense. And it's kind of telling you, like, if they come out and they say that the Slim is actually in production, which I think it is, you're not going to see a PlayStation 5 until like 2020, 2021.
Yeah, but can I cut you off for a
Wow.
moment? The thing is, people will just keep eating it up. They will keep consuming, you know, so it doesn't matter what they put out. As long as people are getting what they want, like, people are going to keep buying it. And there are the people who just buy it just because it's a console and because they have the latest console and because they're extremists. You know what I'm saying?
Well, besides the extremist part, we got Noble Addiction in the chat. He's like, I always buy literally everything. So he's upset. He's upset about the rumors about the Pro Slim or whatever, but it looks like he's just going to end up getting it anyway.
Yeah, and see, I will too. Oh, what's up? Justin's in the chat. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
Are they gonna do anything about, like, is this for the PSVR too? Maybe they'll get rid of some of that 8,000 wires I have connected to that thing.
No. This is it's basically, it's gonna be the Pro. This is and I don't have like crazy insider information. I'm not even sure. Like, I think it's going to be in production. It's going to come out this year, but that's just my opinion. And I don't see them doing anything more advanced to it than putting that Blu-ray player in. And then what they're going to do is they're going to promote the Slim aspect to it, is what they're going to do. All right. They're going to
make
be like,
it better looking, because that fucking triple cheeseburger PS4 Pro is ugly as hell.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. All right, I've never actually seen it up close, and I've gone to GameStop a million times. I haven't even looked at it, but I was pleasantly surprised with the size of the regular PS4.
Yeah, that's
So
tiny.
I was shocked that it's really not much bigger than my Xbox One S. They're
It's
like,
smaller, isn't it?
it's I don't know. It's crooked though.
yeah, it's a little bigger. It's on a slant.
It's just
So-
it's just a smidge
Okay.
bigger, but they're roughly about the same size, and I had no idea it would be like that. So
No
yeah,
brick either.
they're small.
I thought it was gonna be like my Xbox One, big chunky block, but it's really not. They're right next to each other, and they look really well together, and that's just a regular PS4. So
And is this confirmed, or is this just a rumor?
It's a rumor right now.
Rumor.
confirmed rumor. How about that?
Probably made up by Sony fanboys.
Well, Yoshida confirmed it on this show live just like 5 minutes ago. So
That's
story.
right. We announced games coming out in 10 years, and then we don't delay it. So people believe me. They believe anything I fucking say, because I'm Yoshida.
Hail Yoshida.
Maybe we'll have some
Bow down.
secret sauce in it.
Well,
Hey, whatever happened to that boost mode stuff?
Boost.
Yeah, that came.
Cacaw.
It's-
Cacaw.
You're talking about boost for the PlayStation?
PlayStation 4 or PlayStation Pro?
Yeah.
Cacaw. Cacaw.
Oh, guys,
cacaw.
you know what that means?
Uh-oh.
oh,
Uh-oh. It's time
Well-
for the do-do.
yeah. Let's just keep Invader. I want to ask you about that boost. Hopefully, we get a chance after this whole thing, real quick. Okay.
sure.
All right. Cool.
Cool.
Cacaw means it's time for a cacaw. Haha.
Oh, I see what you did there.
What's up, Jonathan Williams in the chat?
What's up to everybody watching, yo? Nice turnout today, yo. Guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. It's really cool to see everybody in the chat, everybody talking to each other, talking about what we're talking about. It's a really good time right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thanks for turning out, guys. Much appreciated.
Hailstorm. I said Hailstorm. Hailstorm said praise Yoshida. Oh, not 4K.
Halo Storm said praise Yoshida. That just sounds awkward right there.
Dun, dun, dun. It's like
Are you-
an oxymoron type of thing. Not that I'm calling you a moron. I apologize that way.
Just the oxy kind.
Yeah. I gotta shut my door real quick.
Pope's still there. He's listening away.
That'll probably be my door. I got a little loud. If I get loud, there's an echo.
There's some loud motherfucking trucks outside right now.
Uh-oh.
Caw, where's the caw?
Man,
And
that
everybody is
Xbox, what you were saying about PlayStation using their own hardware, and that's why they didn't release it. I reckon you're 100% spot on, man. Just so you know. I don't know how you come up with this stuff, man.
Well, the thing is, they're not gonna like call Samsung and be like, "Hey, we need your UHD." It's the manufacturing is cheaper when they're using all their hardware. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
they're getting the most pennies out of selling their console. Because let's be honest here, these companies, they don't. If they make any kind of profit selling the hardware, it's not a lot. All right. Everybody knows in the gaming industry, the money is in the software. So whatever they can do to kind of like lower their cost of their manufacturing and stuff, that's exactly what they're going to do. I mean, if Microsoft was making UHD drives, the Xbox One would have it. Like it would have Microsoft's UHD. It just makes sense, man.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and like about this whole PS5 talk, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really make sense to talk about the PS5 now as well, because Sony's been killing it this generation with the PlayStation 4. So it just kind of makes sense to make like different, slightly altered derivatives of the PS4 because it's selling.
That's
Yeah,
true.
the name.
I'm sorry, Xbox.
Successful. My bad, dude.
I'm not a dude.
Dude.
But you can call me dude. So I just want to say, like, we just picked up a PS4 about 2-3 weeks ago, and this whole time, like, I just assumed it was a piece of shit, from listening to other people and things like that. And I really do enjoy it. It does offer something different, and I always said I would get one if it offered something different. And then on a whim, I was like, I want a PS4 just so I can kind of see where other people are, where their thoughts are, and how they have their opinions and whatnot. And it was a complete change for me. Like, I'm not such an asshole about it. I mean, I'm not by any means like a Sony pony extremist, but I do enjoy it. It has something different. And you know what I can do? I can stream my games right to YouTube. I love that.
So easy. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I only seen one just recently, and I couldn't believe how small it was. And I just thought to myself, no wonder like so many people buy the PlayStation. You walk in the store and you got this big Xbox thing with a camera, and it's an extra $100 when it was launched. And then you look at the PlayStation, this little thing that's for video, and the guy behind at GameStop saying, yeah, well, the PlayStation's, that's for just playing video games. Oh, well, that's what I want. I don't want to watch TV on it. I don't want a camera. I don't want to do all that shit. I just want to play video games. And that's why, as we all know, PlayStation just took off at the start, and Xbox have been. I mean, to me, that's the way I see it. I couldn't believe how small it was, Mel. Like, I really couldn't.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice.
Old. So it looks like a video game console where the original Xbox looks like this big, the VCR and all that sort of shit. All the media outlets. But
I liked the look of the launch Xbox One. But I also have two things I want to share. First of all, that whole dude thing was because I was looking at Xbox Pope tweeting out for everybody to come in here, so I just got confused with what I was talking about. And second of all, Mr. Midlife Crisis, he's like, I believe there is a Slim in the works. Basically, you say he doesn't think it'll have a UHD drive, but he said, notice they stopped making special edition bundles. They're trying to sell through the stock of the new models like that they have now, which is actually really interesting. When you look at stuff like that makes sense. So, big shout out to Mr. Midlife Crisis, because that's another observance. That's always something to look for when companies might be introducing new, like a new SKU or something like that, is they're trying to push out the other models like as quick as possible as well.
Oh yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
Listen, Dirty J said Mel will dye her hair blue. I'm calling it. I love my red hair, so I won't.
Gears of War red.
Blue. I might go purple, but that's as far as I would go with that.
Waiting for the Xbox green.
Oh.
No, I thought about it, but green
Lime green.
look good on my hair.
Oh, hi, Jackie. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. What can I do for you?
Trying to get something for my mommy for Mother's Day. She likes games. Do recommendations?
Do you know what kind of games she likes?
She likes farming games a lot. She lives on a farm, so I think that's what she would like. Do you have Farmville there?
No, Farmville is a Facebook only kind of game. We have Farming Simulator 15, and I think at the moment that's the only one I have in stock. It's kind of been hard to keep Farming Simulator 17 in stock, but I do have Professional Farmer 17 as well.
What do you do?
PS4.
No, PS4. Good job. What do you do on that game? Is it hard for old people?
I couldn't really tell you other than the fact that you're in charge of a farm and you build your farm from the ground up, from what I understand.
Do you have like anything where you milk cows or anything like that? Like, I saw a Nintendo commercial. I saw people doing something up and down. I don't know what exactly they were doing, but it looked like they were milking cows or something. What is that game?
That would be the 1-2 Switch on the Nintendo Switch. I do not have any. If you don't already have a Switch, I do not have any consoles in stock. But that would be the game 1-2 Switch for the new Nintendo console.
Have you played that game? Did you milk any cows or anything?
No, I haven't played that game.
Oh,
I don't have a Switch.
I would like for you to hold a Switch for me. I think my mommy Mother's Day.
I can't hold a Switch. I don't even have any in stock.
Nintendo
Because
One.
they're sold out.
Do they have it on PS4 Pro?
The 1-2 Switch? No, they only have that's exclusive to the Switch.
What else do you do in Farming Simulator? Do you drive tractors? Is it like Farmville?
It's not quite like Farmville. You'd probably be able to drive tractors and everything on the field. Like I said, you take care of it. You build a farm from the ground up, but it's more hands-on. You're getting to drive farming equipment, seeding stuff. It's a lot more in-depth than Farmville.
Okay, can I come in and trade some Farmville credits for that game for my mom?
No, you can't. Farmville credits only work for Farmville.
What about Pokemon Snap? I earn lots of credits. I want to buy it with my Pokemon credits.
No, those don't work either. Those only work for Pokemon stuff.
What is your favorite Xbox game? Do you like Xbox?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Well, that's a good game. Do you like the facial animations and stuff like that?
I haven't had an issue with mine.
I'm thinking about getting a new console too. I bought a PS4 Pro from there, and it sounds like a dang jet engine. How long do we have to return that?
For what?
My PS4 Pro, I want to return it. It sounds like a damn, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. It sounds like a jet engine and it overheats. We put it by the fireplace to keep warm. So I want to take it back because it's getting springtime, you know.
Mm-hmm. You can't really bring it back. If there's something wrong with it, how long have you had it?
Not that long, maybe like a week or something like that.
Okay, I could switch it out.
Sean,
I could switch it out for another one. That would be about the only thing I'd be able to do for you.
Can we test
You
it
have to
in
bring
the...
in everything. You have to bring in everything that it came with, and then I could swap it out and get you a new PlayStation 4 Pro.
Can we test it in the store to see if we get warm and see if it overheats and get warm together?
No, unfortunately, we don't test things in store.
Oh, what good games are coming out in April? Yoshida wants to know.
We have Deformers coming out in April. You've got Persona 5 coming out in April.
I like your accent. You sound like you're from Texas or something.
Nope, not from Texas.
Oh, are you having a bad day? You don't seem happy today.
No, not having a bad day. Just focused on some other things. Trying to multitask.
Oh, I heard on my favorite gaming news media, IGN, because they never lie, that you guys are gonna rent games to people. How do I get a GameStop pass?
We are not going to be renting games to people. We're not a game rental store.
That's not what IGN and GameSpot says. I watch them every day because I believe anything they say.
I don't know where they're coming up with that, where you're coming up with that, but we sell games, we don't rent games.
Oh, would you want to play Guitar Hero with me sometime?
Probably not.
Hurt Yoshia feelings. Okay, I love you and goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love you.
He sounded
Jesus.
aggravated by the end of that.
She was not like digging the Yoshida.
You're 2 seconds away from an ass whooping. Like she was getting there, man.
I think GameStop's the last one, or Game.
Button.
Yoshida is botting. That's another word.
PSN is down.
That's not a first.
Farming simulator.
That was good.
Did we
That was
lose
good.
him? What's going on here?
I can't hear Mel.
Where's our hostess?
Hostess with
We're on
the
our own.
mostest.
We're on our own.
Hostess was on mutus. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, guys, can I trade in my Farmville credits for Farming Simulator, please?
Sure, no problem.
Oh.
How many credits do you have?
3 credits. Wow.
That'll get you 3 copies. Okay.
Awesome. Sweet. Yoshida, are you alive? You're botting. We just want to check up on you, make sure everything's good.
Yoshida now bleeds green.
Yoshida is gone.
Yoshida converted to the green side.
He did.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
He's
well,
gone.
we're gonna move on since we just had a nice chat with GameStop. Let's talk about GameStop closing over 100 stores, guys.
Yeah.
Now we know why, because people like Yoshida just call and fuck up days and make
And try to get dates.
better. Yeah,
Guitar Hero dates.
Guitar Hero. That was awesome. Can you come over and play Guitar Hero? I don't think so. Trade Pokemon credits. He was possessed by Yoshida. Will Bot continue his God of War Let's Plays? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just checking out the chat real quick. Catch it up. Mr. Midlife said she just called Yoshida back and asked him out. And now we understand where Yoshida... Oh, he's gone.
Uh-oh. He'll be back.
Yeah, he will. Hey, Tommy Guns, what is up?
Tommy!
Hey, Tom.
Happy to
It's me.
see you here today. You must be off from work. I saw you pop on Xbox a couple times. So, let's get into this GameStop closing over 100 stores, guys. I want to know what you guys think about that, because they have more than 6,000 stores globally, 4,400 in the
okay.
U.S. alone, right? So anywhere from 2 to 3% of these stores could be roughly about 190. So they're saying 2 to 3%. So we're looking at least 100 stores and up. So you know what? We're going to go with Invader first. I want to know your thoughts on this, Invader.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's always, sad to hear, okay, stores are closing, so people are losing their jobs. So, sorry, to hear about all that. But
yeah, that sucks, definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, are we really that surprised? I mean, this is, digital sales eating into their business, pretty much, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So that, and, their use games policy is total BS. So again, like, this is, we all saw this coming. I'm not surprised by it.
Yeah.
And they're, you look at this and then you see them trying to introduce their own like Game Pass similar to the Xbox Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they're starting to close down stores. Because what is it, like around 200 stores, was it?
Anywhere between 150 to 200. They're saying over 100, but it really depends. I mean,
That's still a significant chunk.
yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
chunk. But considering, in the USA alone, there's 4,400 stores. I guess they feel like they can cut some of them. But go on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a whole bunch of issues that I've had with GameStop or EB Games in my case since I'm in Canada. But
Elbow.
mhm.
We used to call it Elbow, Electronics Boutique. That's what the EB stands for, man.
Yeah, we've got eBay here too.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know. There's been problems with the store. I mean, I've seen them focus in store on like promoting more merchandise and actual games. Like there's all kinds of clutter in the store as well. They seem to just not really. I don't really like where their focus is going. They seem to sell more pop vinyl figures now than they actually do
Yeah.
games from the looks of it from my end. So
That is true.
like, yeah, so I'm totally not surprised where they're going. Like games, if you look at their store, like the games are kind of like hidden away. They're at the sides of the store at the back, like behind the counters. So I don't know. I'm not surprised where they're going. That they're shuttering a few stores. Well, more than a few stores, but this is just the first wave.
I mean, for them, it's a few stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's a few considering how many there are.
Mm-hmm.
But I could totally see what you're saying.
Oh yeah, and it's hard to really tell what the digital sales are going since some companies don't they don't report that stuff. But I think it's taking a significant chunk of their business, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like that's the digital sales are a good thing, because it kind of it breaks away from them a bit, and their greed.
Well, yeah.
It sucks definitely that people are losing their job,
Especially when we just found a good GameStop, like with good people and everything like that. I hope they're not one of that 150 plus or whatever.
I mean, do you want to put in your 2 or 4 cents, Xbox?
448 cents is how much I'm putting on this. Well, first of all, I worked at GameStop before, and I know how crooked they can be. It's basically I put it on a store manager to store manager kind of standpoint. But as we saw from more recent news, even corporate really got in on this whole, we make the most money on pre-owned, so push that to the limit. GameStop is slowly dying off. And I say slowly because I believe the Xbox community has really embraced digital content. But I think the PlayStation community, Nintendo community, they're catching up. All right. I don't think they're as I don't think that they go into digital as much as the Xbox community does. That will give GameStop a little more life. All right. But eventually they're going to be going away because eventually these big companies, they want to go digital. That's what they want to do. It's better for the developers because they don't have their distributor or the salesman kind of trying to undercut the developers and the publishers and try to make like their own profit off of the games. Because if you notice, as soon as they get the pre-owned like newer titles, they're $54.99, and you have the salesperson kind of like, hey, well, if you get it pre-owned, this is what I used to do. If you get it pre-owned, you have 7 days to bring it back. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. And the customer would be convinced to get pre-owned and the developers would get nothing off of that. So
Yeah.
we're going digital. It's going to happen. With what Invader said about the whole novelty thing and pop vinyls and stuff like that, it just seems like GameStop knows this is going to happen. You got to remember, they know the industry through the back door. All right. They know what developers, companies are talking about. And they started with like, buying like used tablets, cell phones and stuff like that. And that didn't really take off for them. So they're trying to find a niche. They're trying to find revenue to keep themselves going because they know that, video games are going digital. I don't see them going like dying anytime soon. Like in 5 years, I still think there'll be a GameStop or whatever. And that's because Nintendo probably at the lower end of the pack when it comes to, selling digital games, and PlayStation kind of in the middle. And then the Xbox community, I feel the Xbox community has really embraced buying games digitally. And it's going to be a slow death, and it's not going to be fun to watch. And a lot of people are going to lose their jobs, which is horrible. All right. I don't like that aspect of it. But the one thing to gain from that is that these developers are going to get their money. All right. And with that being said, there's been developers throughout recent history that have made great games that have sold fairly well. But because GameStop undercut them and stuff like that, they ended up going out of business. And we're going to see less and less of that as the industry goes to like digital games, and more gamers buy digital games as opposed to the physical disc.
I'll say this though, it's interesting because didn't they a few months back like start publishing some games too?
Yeah, they published one.
Insomniac's game, right? Song of the Deep or whatever.
Yeah, Song of the Deep. It's kind of like a little submarine game. Looks really cool. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've seen from gameplay, it actually looks really cool. But so they're trying to find an area that they can still kind of cling on to and gain more revenue. You know what I'm saying? So because it look good to the shareholders.
If you take that at GameStop, you're left with stop. So they're going down. I'm sorry. They sell games. That's what, like you're saying, that's where they make their money off used games and not consoles, nothing else. It's like Blockbuster Video. They're fucking going. I'm sorry, but that's what's happening. Everyone's buying digital.
All right,
Australia.
but see, at the beginning of this gen, everybody had an issue with, well, not everybody, but a good portion of people had an issue with digital purchases. Now people are like, oh, digital purchases, but think about all like the times where they were like, no, I'm not going to go digital, and they're giving their money to places like GameStop, and now they kind of see a different light of it.
But the thing is, if it gets to the point where they're not selling enough games, you'll still be able to buy physical discs. You just buy them directly off Microsoft or Sony on the internet.
I mean, I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon and all that.
You can still buy it. You're just not going to buy it at a store where they're going to pay someone, $20 an hour to stand there and waiting for someone to go. It's just, you're just going to lose the bricks and mortar. You'll still always be able to buy physical discs.
I would
eventually be able to buy consoles straight to your door too. You can do it now, but
I just
day one, I don't think.
I went all digital. So like, I don't think I've ever used my disc drive for anything except to watch a movie.
Check. I want to see if there's a disc in there. Let's go have a look.
I didn't hear the whole conversation, but things are definitely like going all digital. We're seeing that, and I hate for anyone to lose their jobs or anything, and I know that's going to happen. So I feel really bad for those people. But it's just the
Stop
digital
prank calling
world.
them,
Yeah, how the fuck am I going to prank call them?
With Guitar Hero.
Well, you're going to lose your job, man.
At least you didn't ask about Battletoads.
It's not just that's a good idea. It's not just GameStop. Like I'm seeing like Hastings and like lots of Slackers, lots of other stores like that just shutting down. And I definitely think it's the digital market thing. I used to like going in there and just like going in there for like an hour and just like looking at everything and the box art. to stuff. But I don't know. It's for me. It's just so convenient to not get up and put one disc in, take one disc out, and I just like having everything digital. And with these two announcements with PS Now and the Xbox Game Pass, it's gonna hurt them so bad.
Writing's on the wall.
Yeah, exactly,
coming.
man.
It's gonna be a slow death, but it's coming.
Yeah.
I agree.
Definitely. Well, I mean, they are going to be closing the stores, and it's all because, like the CEO, Paul Raines, he said that the video game category was weak, particularly in the back half of 2016. Now, that's when people, I mean, I'm sure we've already had a lot of people who are doing digital purchases, right? But a lot more are doing them now. And it's probably because a lot of people are tired of getting screwed over from places like GameStop where they're not getting shit for their trades. And, they said because Sony and Microsoft haven't updated their consoles in a while, it's more of a greed thing here. I mean, obviously they upgrade and update their consoles. It's just a sheer factor of greed. Like they opened a business on greed, reselling someone else's product and things like that. Yes, it's a great business strategy, but they went crazy, opened multiple stores that were, there is 13 stores within 13 miles of me. That's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
It's very unnecessary, guys. Like, so I can't even imagine like a 20-mile range how many stores are, near me. It'd probably be like 25 because we have some towns that have 2 and 3 in them. So they got greedy. They went crazy, opened up these stores, and they thought, hey, you know what? This is going to be the best thing ever. And then they started converting over to used electronics and this, that, and the other. But they're screwing people over with the trading prices that they're giving people. Like you can give them an iPhone 6 and they'll give you like $140, right? But they're going to sell it for $300 and change, if not more. So I mean, the reality of it is they got greedy, and yes, it sucks that people are going to lose their jobs, but there's always other jobs, and I feel like they fucking deserve this. So I like going to GameStop. I like perusing, and I like meeting other gamers there and chatting with people and stuff like that. And I like to go there and buy like the clearance items and stuff, but I don't like supporting the game purchases from there. I do buy used games from there, only because if I'm not sure about them, I do the 7-day rental, bring them back. And I've gotten some physical copies of games that the only time I get physical copies is if I don't know if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to share it with the children. So, I mean, that's the only time I support them. But, if need be, and it depends on how hard up I am for money too. If I need a new game and I'm hard up for money, I'm going to buy the used game and stuff like that. But I'd rather support directly to developers, and I'll wait for a sale on a digital purchase if I can.
Hey, it doesn't help them when they throw like half their fucking stock in the dumpster. I used to dumpster dive GameStop all the time. That's how I got my first Xbox One for free.
Oh, nice.
Don't hold that against me. But oh my God, I had like tons of just brand new games. And like what I would do is just go and dumpster diving in their dumpster. Don't hold that against me. Then I'd take all their new games that they just threw away, which they could have just donated to charity and did something good. I'd take it to Hastings.
That'd be cool too, like donating to a charity, because they trade in games and then they throw them out. Like, what the hell was the point of that?
But I'd take all these games, go to Hastings, and then buy a bunch of shit from Hastings and take it back to GameStop. And it was like a circle. Like, I got so much shit from that. Like, it was crazy. And they still do that.
They opened the door, because if they gave better trade prices, people wouldn't have went digital as quickly, because the argument that was always when I was going digital at the start, everyone was like, yeah, but you can't trade it in.
Yeah.
So they really should have gave better trade prices, man. When digital
they really need to start a digital trade program as well. But now that we have the Games Pass and stuff like that, I mean, who knows what we're in for in the future? But you're absolutely fucking right, Stick. Like, that is the main thing. The trade prices, the money that they're giving people, the pennies, really, for the money that they spent, is bullshit.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
30. What was the markup? Xbox 40% on a used game.
Something crazy like that.
They should let people trade in
Xbox muted.
farm bill currency. Then all would be.
Oh, I'm unmuted now. I don't remember the direct percentage, but it's a crazy gap, dude. Crazy gap.
Probably 50 or 60 even. You know, so.
Dude, I felt so bad taking, like, when I was working at GameStop, I felt so bad taking people's games that they were trading in at points in time, just because I saw, like, the value that they were getting. And some of the games, I'm like, damn, this is an awesome game. I was like, man, I wish I could get, like, I said this out, I wish I could give you more for this, because I absolutely love this game and stuff like that. It was rough at times to work there, but
they're like $10 cheaper than the new copy, aren't they? They make it a little bit cheaper, so you go. So that kid that's only can afford the game, he can go in and buy it a bit quicker. You know, because he buy the used copy for $10 cheaper than the actual new copy. And they gave, so they're making shitloads of money on those used games, like you said. And now it's come back to bite them in the ass.
Yeah, and that's the thing is they basically are making money off of the people who are struggling in a sense. Like, yeah, there's people who buy games, go in there and trade them in, but a lot of times people have to trade in their games. Like, I've been in this position before where I needed money. So what I do, I go trade in all my stuff. I got shit, but at the same time, I was still in a position where I needed that money, and they take advantage of people like that too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember people trading in like their entire 360 collection and the console just to get an Xbox One at launch.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not, it goes way past that. Like, I've been at the point where I'm like, I had my 360, paid full price, and then traded it in for not even half of what I paid because I needed money for bills. And, responsibilities obviously are going to come first, so you got to take care of what you got to take care of. But at the same time, they take advantage of people like that. And I know plenty of people who traded in, and, it's like a pawn shop. There's plenty of people who game and they have to trade them in because they're in a position, but they get basically shitted on for purchasing from them in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly like a pawn shop. It is a pawn shop.
Yeah, it is. GameStop the pawn shop.
That's for sure.
Eventually, they're going to be Pawn Stop. So
that's the only thing that's going to save them right now is porn. They're going to have to somehow get in the porn industry.
Porn.
Oh, wow.
oh my gosh.
Porn.
Where did we go? Where was that
Sorry.
road
The
where we took a
GameStop
left?
VR porn experience.
Come to GameStop where you get your glory hole. Sorry.
Oh God. Oh boy, guys. I think that's gonna wrap up our show for the day.
We had a really good topic.
Awesome show. I don't want to get into the whole GameStop going into porn shop, and then people are gonna be like, oh, rumors, and then it's gonna be all our fault. So guys, I want you guys to tell everybody where we can find you. Of course, Invader, you're gonna go first. You are the guest of the day. So let everybody know where they can find you and what you're up to.
Well, again, hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It's been wonderful to be here. Thanks for the guys in the chat for coming out. You can find me at Invader Gaming on YouTube, or you can also, I'm very active on Twitter, as I'm sure you guys all know, so you can find me at Invader_1986.
Invader is actually linked below next to the awesome little coffee cup. Hope you guys enjoyed that, because I enjoyed putting that together. Stick Figure, you want to tell everybody what you're up to and where people can find you?
Yep. So yeah, my Twitter handle is in the description. Click on that, and I'll be spamming you with tweets about my podcast, which is Doug. So we've got a weekly podcast this week. We've got Rand and Inferno on Saturday, which is actually what is it, 8:30 Eastern Daylight Savings Time? Is that what they call it? EDT over there for the States. So yeah, sub my channel. We've got a podcast. Everyone sort of says it's all right, so watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely an
Everyone
awesome
says it's all right, so watch it. That is the best promo I have ever heard.
It's getting late. It's like 3 in the morning here. I'm
and
struggling.
Stick hasn't slept either, so I hope you're not drinking coffee.
I can't drink coffee because I can't get to sleep after this.
You already failed at that, so.
I'm the casual. I'm not the coffee guy today. Remember?
Oh, okay. We forgive you then. Yeah, definitely everybody check out his Doug podcast. It's pretty cool. He always has different people or
We've got
different guests, and it's really awesome.
we've
Supersonic.
just secured. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say we've secured a guest. He's got 800,000 Twitter subs on YouTube. I don't want to say who it is yet, but in a few weeks. So we're pretty happy about that.
Oh shoot!
I'm gonna go look through all your followers and people you follow now.
Recently, yeah, you'll get it. So there you go. But, yeah.
All right, awesome.
That's exciting.
Supersonic Station. You want to tell everybody where they can find you and what you're up to?
Go to the Project Spark Team Club on Xbox and join. We're doing a contest again for one free game of your choice to make a game. We're going to show it off on YouTube. Then follow me on Beam and Twitch and YouTube, Supersonic Station, all one word, and also www.fuckactivision.com.
Do you run that website yourself? No?
Yes, I created it.
Oh, okay, cool. Xbot448, where can people find you?
I like to keep everything simple. Everything is Xbot448, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Xbox Live, whether it's PSN. Yes, I used Xbot on PSN. Yeah, everything Xbot448. Every Saturday we have the next podcast on my YouTube channel. Every Sunday I'm on this little show called BGST. Maybe you heard of it. Every Wednesday, I am here 9:30 in the morning on OSNAP. It's Mel's channel. I do got to say big shout out to OSNAP. You made some really, really good points today when it came to like how many stores were in the U.S. with GameStop and worldwide. You were just really on fire with the facts and stuff like that. And it's one of the things I really love when we talk about games and we talk about gaming news like throughout the week. You are on point with that research and everything. So shout out to you for being the host of this show. It was a really great show. Thank you, Invader, for joining us. It was really fun talking to you, man. Don't be a stranger. And with the rest of the crew, I had a blast today, guys, and I can't wait until next Wednesday already.
I know, right? We were always like, yay, let's start next Wednesday, like 2 minutes after the show. Awesome, Xbot. You guys all know where you can find me on Twitter at girlscangame2 and right here on my YouTube channel. I upload shit all the time. Usually it's a game stream. Actually, I could do more uploading. Yeah, and I work a lot and I make lots of cookies and I burn lots of cookies. So, yeah. I don't know, guys.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, of course you can.
I just wanted to say, because they might get a bit upset, I'm going to be on the Quest podcast this Saturday too at 11, whatever time. It's a time on Saturday. So, the Quest podcast. I didn't want to leave that off in case you guys are listening.
Stick, can you do me a favor with being on Quest? Can you do your best to cut off Dark Optimus every time he goes to say something? I need you to cut him off.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good at that.
Dude, just make a mental note, man. Do that for me.
Windy City's your bro, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
He's coming on. He's coming on Doug next Tuesday.
So Dark is one of my boys. I haven't talked to him in a while. Actually, I haven't talked to him. Remix. But yeah, good crew over there. It's just you got to cut Dark off constantly.
Yeah, I like that show.
You tell him we said what up.
All right, I'll tell him.
Awesome. So yeah, guys, we are gonna head out for the day. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you again, Invader, for rocking out with us today. You guys are all amazing. I hope you have an awesome week, and we will see you next Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Later.
See you guys.